sauce, boy.
This is quite possibly the worst wrestling podcast of all time.
Pro wrestling sauce. Tony Khan has a major announcement.
Oh my God! Pro wrestling sauce. You can't forget Baron Corbin retired Kurt Angle. Zero Bar. I can't stop eating Zero Bars. Shane McMahon, sweaty asshole.
I'll tell you what, number one fan. Pro wrestling sauce.
Oh my. Don't be farting. The farts be stinking. I don't like the farts. The farts be stinking. Pro Wrestling Sauce with Jacob and Josh. Pro Wrestling Sauce.
Me, me, me. Me, 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 me. What's up, everyone? What's up, what's up, what's up? Pro Wrestling Sauce with Jacob and Josh. I'm Josh O'Leary. Something's open over here. Let's close that. There we go. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Welcome to the program. Wednesday nights here at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time on SlipperhouseExtraExtra.com. This is Pro Wrestling Sauce with Jacob and Josh. No Jacob here tonight, as you know. Well, you may not know. So let me fill you in. His work schedule. He's working nights, overnights. He's working deep in the factories. Blood, sweat, and tears going in. Jacob not here tonight, but you know, he's working hard, and he'll be in the chat. You know, he's always in the chat. Jacob's in the chat. We can't fault him for having to go to work. Which let me tell you guys, you're going to be very upset about the WrestleMania schedule and the Royal Rumble schedule. Because Jacob's got to work both those nights, and I'm figuring out how we're going to be doing all of that, all of our Royal Rumble and WrestleMania madness. Figuring all of that out. You're still going to get your content, don't you worry. But we're going to find a way to have Small Boy included. Sauce time. That's right. Small Boy. Small Boy's in here. Sauce time. How's everybody doing tonight? There's his catchphrase. I'll say it for him. Time for my nightcap as well. Welcome, everybody, to Pro Wrestling Sauce. You can find Jacob, though, on Twitter at OHW_Jacob. You can find myself at Joshua O'Leary on that platform as well. Today's episode is brought to you by, of course, XBRAND Wrestling. Their owner, Justin Valencia, is going to be calling in to the show here at the top of the program. In just a moment, he'll be calling in, and we're going to be getting a little more insight into XBRAND. We dove into a little bit in 2023. We dove into XBRAND. We were talking Big E Sanchez. We were talking to Goomba, their whole feud, and just learning a little bit about the promotion itself. And we got really invested in 2023, and I would say 2024 is going to be the year of XBW. I really think so. I think it's really going to start popping off. I think it's also the year of Pro Wrestling Sauce. Let's give credit where credit's due. Okay, right here at Pro Wrestling Sauce with Jacob and Josh. Okay, the fastest I was going to say the fastest growing podcast. Yeah, right. The best one. The best podcast. The best wrestling podcast, you know. Where else are you going to get someone down in Zero Bars live, you know? Where else are you going to get someone else drilling farts into a seat live? Nowhere else. Only here. Wednesdays, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. SlipperhouseExtraExtra.com. Rob Y. Yo, yo. Rob Y in the chat. What's up, Rob? What's going on? Welcome to the sauce. Welcome to the chat. Solo show tonight. But I do have Justin Valencia calling in on the top of the program. He's probably calling in here, I would say, in the next 5 minutes. I don't have this pre-planned or anything, but I would say in the next 5 minutes, Justin Valencia is calling in. And we're going to be talking XBRAND wrestling, of course, our long history with XBRAND, and most recently, of course, Jakob getting involved, I guess you could say, with Biggie Sanchez, and kind of throwing Biggie Sanchez, friend of the show, under the bus, and really going after him and his whole persona and his whole gimmick, and Biggie let him have it in a promo back, but they've been cutting promos back and forth on each other, and I'm definitely going to ask Justin about that and see what his thoughts are on that. I'm going to get his thoughts on everybody else. I got a couple questions for him, and maybe a couple suggestions. Maybe a couple suggestions. You know, if he's willing to listen, I got a couple suggestions. But yeah, that's going to be our program today. We still got our usual topics. I'll see if Justin wants to join us in on those. Don't worry. I think the only topic I don't have today, guys, is the what put me to sleep. And to be completely honest, it's because nothing really put me to sleep. I kind of enjoyed Raw and I kind of enjoyed SmackDown. I didn't hate either show. I kind of was enjoying both programs. I mean, am I wrong? Shit, chilling, man. Jamming out. You're jamming out, man? Rob in the chat says he's jamming out. What are you bumping in the speakers, Rob? I can't really see it by your picture there. But I would take a guess just based off of your appearance, but I can't really see you. So you're gonna have to tell me. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. Of course, we're going to be talking XBRAND wrestling here at the top of the program. Don't forget to subscribe to us on TikTok at SlipperhouseExtraExtra. You can find our clips there. I put little clips on there. It's all fun. And, of course, from last week, we've got a new mascot to tell you to subscribe to the channel, and it's Nick Aldis telling you to subscribe now, pal, right here at SlipperhouseExtraExtra.com. That's what the top of this show is a bunch of ads, me plugging the website, me plugging the YouTube channel. That's what this is. I thought it would be enough. I thought I would have enough plugs to fill. I told Justin to call in at 10:25. And I thought I would have enough plugs to fill that airtime. But, you know, that's what it is. XBRAND Wrestling, that's what we're going to be talking. Right here at the top of the show. I'm going to ask him about, you know, the other things going on, too, in wrestling, if he wants to get into that. Oh, we got Justin calling. You hear the sound? All right. Hold on a second, Justin. Let me get you hooked up here. All right, you're good to go, man. What's going on?
Hey, Josh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
What's going on? Let me turn you up just a small bit. There we go.
Hey, how's everything going, Josh?
Everything's going good, man. How are you doing, Justin? It's been a long time. It's been a few episodes.
I know it's been too long. Just been trying to keep it cool over here. We had that storm yesterday. I don't know if you guys had it down there.
Oh shit!
It was windy over here. I was driving home from work, and it wasn't fun.
No, I drove home from work yesterday around like 2:00, and yeah, the rain was super intense, the wind was super intense, but I don't think it was as intense as some people got.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got like the butt end of it. It wasn't anything crazy.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But you know what, Josh? I'll take that over snow any day.
Oh, not me. I like snow.
You like snow?
Yeah.
I don't like driving in the snow, man. When I was living up in Philly, I was driving on the highway the one time, and I drove over black ice. I didn't even know because it was snowing, and my car spun out of control.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did you hit other cars?
Every time I see snow on the ground, I think of that.
Did you hit other cars?
No, luckily, you know what's crazy? It was like right in Philly, and you would expect it to be packed, but it was, there wasn't that many cars around. I just spun out of control, and luckily I didn't hit no one. I was able to just drive away. Yeah.
Hey, Jacob in the chat, tell me if the audio's good. We got Rob in the chat as well. Rob Y.
What's going on, Rob? Jacob?
Oh yeah, Jacob's in there. Yeah, we got
Josh.
some people
I
in the
got to
chat.
ask you what's going on. What's going on with Jacob and Biggie?
I was gonna ask you that.
Everyone wants to know when we're getting the big match.
Oh, big match. Well, see, I feel like that's up to that's maybe up to XBRAND Wrestling.
Oh, are you guys going to be down WrestleMania weekend?
No, we're not. Jacob, unfortunately, is working WrestleMania. He's also working Royal Rumble, so I'm figuring all of that out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, with the show and all that. But we're still gonna be pumping out the content. It may just be double the content since Jacob's not here.
Damn, I was gonna suggest we would have that match down in the Philly area, WrestleMania weekend.
Ooh, we'll see. WrestleMania is almost too close. I feel like this is just building. This is just getting juiced. This is just getting started.
Oh yeah.
Between Biggie and Jacob, because I'm not gonna lie, Jacob just started. He surprised me that night, and I didn't know he was just gonna start going off on Biggie. And
he let him have it.
He let him have it, and he was really speaking his mind on. He went full cornet,
Yeah.
And
it's funny, when I was watching that, and he said Biggie should donate all the ducks. I lost it.
He's like, there's kids that could be playing with those ducks. Yeah.
I just thought of yeah. I won't get into it, but yeah, that popped me.
Oh yeah, I definitely was getting popped the whole time. Even on the rewatch, I was getting a pop from Jake just going ham. And then what do we get in response from Biggie Sanchez? We get a hell of a promo, I would say. I would say I didn't see any voice or no show being put on here. This was just straight up Biggie Sanchez, very angry at Jacob, ready to snap him in half like a Slim Jim. This dude was pissed.
Some classic stuff, classic promo.
Oh yeah, classic. And like he sent it. He just posted it to the YouTube, knowing we were live, and sent me a link while we were live, and I watched it live, and it was something else. Jacob, of course, did not say anything in the chat. He has not said anything to me about it since. He said he is going to save his thoughts for the sauce to be on the program. And well, I guess we'll take it from there. But I do think a match is in order. I think.
No, absolutely.
I do think some sort of you were saying loser leaves YouTube.
Yeah, oh, you seen that?
Yeah, I loved that.
A loser has to be banned from YouTube.
Yeah, like it's got to be some like you know, I feel like Big E would probably push for the you know the I don't think actually you know what I don't think Big E would care which kind of match it was. I don't think he would care, but
What kind of match do you think it should be? Any stipulation, if you could put any stipulation.
I mean, it's gonna have to. I mean, to give Jacob a fair shot here, we're gonna have to go no DQ, right?
A no DQ.
You're gonna have to. I mean, Jacob's got. I mean, size comparison here, tail of the tape. Jacob is not, you know, standing up to Big E here. You know, he's a small ant next to a giraffe here. This is not. The tail of the tape says, you know, but I think if you involve no DQ and maybe throw in a couple fun little gimmick weapons in there, maybe just to piss Jacob off, you know.
I mean, the Ducks. We have to have some gimmicks with Ducks. I mean, he came at the Ducks, so you know what I mean. The Duck gimmicks in order. Oh
yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't put it past Big E not to have the Ducks. You know, I don't think that would happen, but I think that I do think that maybe we should throw a couple more fun ones in there. Maybe I could even throw a couple in there. And you know, when I do think about it, and it comes down to it, I would be 100% in Jacob's corner. I'm not going to get involved because I'm keeping friends of the show, you know. But I do have to stand with the podcast. I do have to stand with the Sauce. You know,
oh yeah, Pro Wrestling Sauce. Of course, you guys are a team. You might have to be his manager in that match.
Yeah, essentially that's what I would be. I'd be a manager, a non-involved manager. I do not want to. I'm not taking any bumps out there, boys.
Oh, absolutely. You know, all evening today I was. I gotta plug these guys. If you guys anyone watching this, like Deathmatch Wrestling. I've been pushing a lot of my you know, I collect memorabilia. So I've been listing a lot of stuff on the Deathmatch Collectors page on Facebook. So if anyone watching this like Deathmatch collects memorabilia, definitely check them out. We got some cool pieces on there.
Oh, okay. What are you selling? Like old cracked light tubes with blood on them?
I do a lot of signings on the side. Like we had Schlack, we had Drake Younger. This past year, Zandig, okay. We had some stuff with Zandig, so look at a couple autographs. We got posters up there, some ring use gear from time to time I see on there.
Ooh, some blood,
a lot of everything.
Some blood dried gear.
Yeah. I see some crazy stuff on there.
Oh shit! See what do people do with that? What do people do with that buy blood dried gear?
You just frame it, you know. You frame it. You put it up there, you know, just like any other, you know, like any other sport. You go into you see like you know, framed jerseys. You go to some restaurants, you see framed jerseys. So deathmatch fans, you know what I mean. I know I've gone to a couple places where they have the gear framed and up on display, you know.
Dude, I would be so stoked if I walked into a TGI Fridays, and there was a Nick Cage. Like bloody T-shirt up there, like.
Oh, you're going too far at TGI Fridays. Maybe at a Waffle House, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Waffle. Maybe a bar. You know, some bar might. Yeah. Like realistically, a bar might do it, but.
Absolutely. Speaking of Waffle House, I tried Waffle House for the first time. One of the talents from my show, from the last XBRAND wrestling show, took me to Waffle House for my first time ever. And I fell in love with it, you know.
For the wait, you try? Okay, hold on. This is the breaking news.
It out there at least once.
Wait, okay. Did you try this in 2023?
Yeah, October 2023. My first time trying Waffle House, because you know I always think when I think of Waffle House, I think of like the fights and you know all that stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
You know, you search Waffle House on YouTube, you're gonna see fights and you're gonna see.
Now you've been in the States your whole life, right?
Yeah, my whole life.
And you've never been to a Waffle House.
In Philly. I've lived in Philly for most of my life, and we don't have a Waffle House up there.
You don't?
No, nope. They stop in Bear, Delaware. Bear, Delaware is the most north they go.
Really? They don't like the north. They're a southern establishment,
Yep.
huh?
Yep. They're a thing of the South. So yeah, that was October was the first time I tried Waffle House.
Okay, you know what? I did not know this, and I kind of assumed because they were such a staple everywhere I go that they were everywhere. I did not know that. That's very interesting.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to order from Waffle House?
Thing to order from Waffle House? Geez, like I can't. Most of the time I'm in Waffle House, I'm not remembering what I'm ordering. You know, but I would say like that they've gone downhill. It's like that you tried it at the wrong time.
Really?
Oh yeah, 100%. You tried Waffle House at probably the worst time.
Really? We had I always stick with the hash brown bowl.
Yeah, see, they have
the
limited.
Hash brown bowl is my go-to.
They have a limited options now. They used to have so many options. They used to have like you would sit down and their menu would just be vast, and they would. I remember they had like a $1 menu because I would go in there, you know, just trashed, and I'd be like, let me get 2 egg biscuits with cheese and a waffle and a cup of coffee and whatever else, and my bill was like $12.
Yeah, it's always so cheap. That's great.
Yeah, but now, no, it's not like that anymore, man. Now you're paying like for a hash brown bowl to go, dude. Shit, that's probably $12.
Oh, really? I seen they upcharge if you take out. If you take out, I think it's 20% more. They add 20% to your bill. Did you see that?
Oh shit, I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
what it is. That's what it is. If you dine in, you don't. It's not as much. Me and my wife always go, and I don't think we ever spent over like $20.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's my.
After our show in Virginia, we had that show in Virginia early in December.
Yeah.
And after the event, we stumbled on the Waffle House down there.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to.
Waffle House.
Yeah, I lived across the street from a Waffle House, so.
I'm sorry. What was that? You cut out.
I said I lived across the street from a Waffle House. Oh yeah.
What a coincidence. We do too. I do too.
Yeah, I used to walk to Waffle House or walk to Denny's. I also walked to Denny's when I lived in Roanoke.
Oh, sheesh. We don't have Denny's here in Delaware, unfortunately.
God, you don't have nothing up there, man. No Waffle House, no Denny's.
Yeah, no Denny's. I miss Denny's.
But do y'all have White Castle?
No.
Oh.
The closest one to me is 2.5 hours away.
That's still closer than most people. That's still closer than
Oh yeah.
anywhere else.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I work in Allentown, Pennsylvania from time to time, and I make sure every time I go down there, I stop at the White Castle.
I've never been to a White Castle, like an actual. No. See, so I've got the White Castle. You've got the Waffle House. You know, when I come up to Delaware, I'm gonna have to go 2 hours out of my way and eat some White Castle.
Oh, for sure. If we ever run in Richfield Park, New Jersey, if you come up there, I think there's a White Castle like 10 minutes away from that venue.
Holy shit!
Park. Yeah.
Oh shit!
There used to be one a few blocks from the GCW venue in Howell, New Jersey.
Ugh. See, I don't know what I'd be more excited for.
Oh, I know. You buy the suitcase of them. Oh man.
Oh yeah. So do you go with cheese or without?
I gotta go with cheese, man.
Really?
Go with cheese. There's everyone always tells me to try. I can't remember. I think it's their chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich.
Really?
I haven't tried it yet, but everyone's like, you have to try it. It's better than the burgers. So next time I'm down in Allentown or up in Allentown, Pennsylvania, I'm gonna have to give them a try.
Dude, I think I'm just like I don't know, man. I'm a classic boy. Like even when I buy the freezer ones, I don't want the cheese, man. I don't know what it is.
I gotta ask you. You guys have a Wawa down there?
No, we don't have. Well, where I currently am, no, but
No Wawas. Oh man.
no, but Wawas are all over Virginia Beach. So I frequented many a Wawa and Sheets.
Okay. What do you like better, Sheets or Wawa?
I'm a Wawa boy.
Wawa, yeah, absolutely.
I had Sheets in my hometown. I'm not a Sheets boy anymore. I'm a Wawa man.
Yeah, Wawa's. I think Wawa's a little bit better than Sheets. The only thing Sheets has over Wawa is their curly fries.
Dude, the Sheets in my hometown of Roanoke, Virginia, shut down. The main one shut down, and now it's just a place where like homeless people sleep, I guess.
Oh no!
That's how they are when they're open.
I mean, it kind of was a place where homeless people slept before it shut down.
Yeah, I was about to say that's like Wawa's now. You know, that's where they sleep.
Yeah.
Especially in Philly, we had one open up in Center City, and they closed it because so many homeless people would just stay in there all night. And, you know what I mean? There was too much crime. They were stealing too much, and they just decided to close it.
Yeah.
It was a nice Wawa.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what happened to the Sheets. The same thing. It's right by the Civic Center too. The famous Roanoke Civic Center.
Oh, wow. When I was down in Virginia, and I didn't get a chance to try it out, but maybe next time we go down there, I think it was called Bojangles or something.
Whoa! What the fuck? Hitting me with that bow to go, baby. I love that bow to go.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What do you recommend out of there? See, now that you say you love it, I got to try it out.
Okay, well, I'm a breakfast. I always hit bow for breakfast. Like, probably most mornings of my life, I've had bow for breakfast. You know, I always got they have the best biscuits and gravy, in my opinion. Like, if you're gonna get fast food biscuits and gravy, that's the place to get it.
Okay.
But I get the biscuits and gravy, and I always get a large bow round, which is like this like hash brown circle thing, and it's got like onions in it or something. I don't know. It's good. And I dunk that sumbitch in the gravy, and I just go to town.
Oh, is it? Would you say it's better than Waffle House?
Oh, 100%. I would eat Bojang. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, yeah, I got to try them out.
Yeah.
Another place I tried out when I was down there.
Their chicken is also very
Pizza
good.
Hut, which we don't have.
Wait, you don't have Pizza Hut?
We have Pizza Hut, but it's not sit-ins. You know what I mean? You can't sit in. You have to take it out. But
What?
down
We don't
in
have
Virginia,
sit-in
they had
Pizza
one
Huts
where you
anywhere.
actually sit down, and it reminded me of like the 90s.
Oh,
like a
yeah.
throwback.
Wait, where do they have that?
I think it's Onley, Virginia.
Really?
Yeah, if you're around there, I definitely recommend checking it out. It was great. It was on Route 13.
And you could sit down do they have the pizza? Do they have the buffet?
Yeah. They had the buffet.
Holy shit!
I took pictures of it. I gotta send them to you. It was there, but it was closed. But I mean, it was I think if you go in there earlier, you can you could have the buffet with the breadsticks, all that good stuff, man.
Oh, damn! How did we get onto food, man? I don't know, but
I love food, man.
Me too, man.
I could talk for like 3 hours if you talk about food.
Oh, me too. Like, the Pizza Hut buffet really got me jazzed. I had many a good times as a youngster at the Pizza Hut buffet.
Yeah. No, you can't go wrong with the Pizza Hut buffet, man. And it's so cheap too.
Oh, yeah, I know. CC's tried to do something like that. Do y'all have a CC's?
We don't. Trevor from CWF, when I went to see him the one time, he had a CC's. He took me to CC's, and I enjoyed their pizza. You know what I mean? I feel like they tried to be like Pizza Hut. It wasn't like Pizza Hut, but I mean,
yeah,
it's a pizza buffet, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
either way.
It's super cheap, super trash pizza, but in my day, it used to be $4.99, and it was like the shit. You know, you could go in there trashed with $5 and get buffet. So.
Oh wow! Well, were they open late?
No, You had to, you had to be trashed at 3 in the afternoon, but
Oh, good times, right?
hey, man, yeah, yesterday was fun. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Hey, Rob Y in the chat says, Justin, speaking of buffets, when are we going to Peking Buffet?
oh, the Peking buffet.
Peking.
One of these days for sure. We had that. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that, but we had the angle early on in 2023 with Zandig, where Schlack attacked him at the Peking buffet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, did you get a chance to see that?
I think I did. I didn't know it was the Peking Buffet.
Yeah. He attacked him at the Peking buffet. A funny story about that. Those are my fries. I know everyone in the deathmatch community talks about the sucky fries that Zandig had the fries. In reality, they were my fries. Schlack, pulled me out of the chair and sat down and started eating my fries.
Oh, my gosh.
So they got nothing to do with the fries.
But the fries were bad, though? They weren't good fries?
They were good. I mean, everyone says that they suck. I mean, I'm sure I think Rob thinks they suck, but I mean, they're actually really good.
Now, okay, hold on a second. Now, you went to a Peking buffet. Now, this is a Chinese buffet, right?
Yes.
And you got fries?
Yeah. They're pretty good, man. They're pretty good.
The fuck, dog?
Good.
Like, I'm just like... Who
I
gets...
dip them in the honey mustard or the soy sauce. Not the soy sauce, the sweet and sour sauce. And, they're good. They're good, man.
Bro, you're at a buffet, man.
At a Chinese buffet.
You're getting fries?
They didn't have much to choose from, so,
Where was this?
It's in Jersey somewhere. The Peking buffet. I think it's in. I can't remember. I think
The buffet didn't have much to choose from.
Good times.
You go to the buffet and it's like, we got fries.
It's funny. A few months
Some
after
sliced
that,
watermelons.
I had Schlack at a signing, and I had him. I brought the Peking buffet menus. I had him sign a couple of them.
Oh shit, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing to get autographed. That's kind of a neat idea.
They sold, I sold a couple of them. People like them. It's different.
Oh, Jacob in the chat hit us with a honk shoe. He doesn't like the Peking buffet talk.
Oh, Jake, I'm gonna get Biggie on him.
Oh, he's already got Biggie on him. I think Jacob's drop on site at this point for Big E.
Yeah. On site.
Yeah. Jacob it or not. Glassboro, New Jersey.
There you go. That's where it's at.
Is Rob. Thank you, Rob. Glassboro, New Jersey is where the Peking buffet is at. Now, in where I'm from, over there in Virginia Beach, that area, we have a place we like to go to as well. It's also called Peking, but it's not a buffet. It's called Peking. I think it's 2. I think it's the number 2.
Okay.
And it's a Chinese spot, but it's fire. It's super fire. They like do handmade crab rangoons and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like pretty kind of fancy when you go inside. But I always get to go because,
You like to go. I got you.
Yeah, I like to go. I like to eat in too. Like, I'm a Pizza Hut buffet boy as well. Like, me and Lori were just talking about actually how, like, as kids we were taken to fast food restaurants, like, for dinner. To go in. We would we'd go inside and be like, we're going to Long John Silver's tonight. Like,
Long John Silver's is good.
Let me guess though. You don't have one there.
We do not. They closed down there. Did you have Roy Rogers growing up?
What is it?
Roy Rogers.
No, what the hell is that? Where?
You never had a Roy Rogers. See, when I was a kid, And I love Roy Rogers for this reason. When I was a kid, my father, whenever I had good grades and such, he would take me to, as a treat, as you did a good job. He would always take me to Roy Rogers, and I would always get the fries. The fries used to come in a little gun holster, so you could put it. If you're wearing a gun, put them on your pants. So I would always, get the fries, put them on my belt, and walk around, run around. I thought I had like a gun and such. But
Dude, we're getting
how times change, and they don't put them into little holsters anymore. And they closed down like 90% of them. They're only on like the turnpikes now. But
really?
I was wondering if you had the Roy Roger experience.
I've never had the Roy Roger experience. I've had the Kenny Rogers Roasters experience, but I've never had the Roy Rogers experience. But you talking about I now know where your fry fetish comes from, man.
Especially the curly fries, man. I don't.
You were shoving fries into your pockets and shooting them at people, and then probably running over and picking them up and eating them.
Yeah, made them taste better. When they hit the floor, they taste better. Better, added seasoning to it. Oh, for sure. Have you guys? You're from the Virginia Beach area, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried? My boss told me to try Freemason Abbeys.
I never tried it.
No, have you heard of it?
No. I mean, there's so much stuff in and out of there. Like, like with any place. I mean, it's kind of big too. Like, people could be like, oh, you're from that area, but it's in like Hampton Roads, or it's in like Norfolk, or it's in like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of area to cover there.
For sure. Yeah, we tried. I hate once we got out of the tunnels. I was like, the patterns changed, the driving patterns changed, and I was like freaking out because you had to be like to make a right turn. You had to be on the second from the right lane. It confused me. It's not like that here in Delaware. So I was like, oh, wherever the closest place we could, get into, we're just gonna eat there and get out. That's why I miss the Bojangles, please. Because of the driving, the roads are a little different down there.
Well, Bojangles is good for the road. Now, let me tell you. That'll sustain you. For the road. Oh, let's see. Jacob in the chat. Let's see. He's given us his thoughts. Probably because we haven't covered any wrestling here on Pro Wrestling Sauce.
I thought this was wrestling sauce. We were talking about sauce and food and fries.
The sauce. Just your mind went straight to fries. You were like, God damn. If I had some fries in my pocket right now, I swear. Jacob says, hey guys, Raw was good. He said toothpick, which he means Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser looked strong. Kofi got killed. LOL. I think this is for Big E return or something. I don't know. And Miz is undefeated in 2024.
So who's your pick for the Rumble?
Okay, so Jacob brought this up earlier today to me. And of course, Jacob, being the CM Punk fanboy that he is like, oh, it should be CM Punk. It should be CM Punk. Like, but I'm sorry, since CM Punk's return, Jacob likes to say he's been taking it light. And I like to say he's been getting owned. Left and right. Drew McIntyre just owned him. Like, straight up. Like, had a killer promo, was owning him up and down. CM Punk's rebuttals were weak and pretty lame. And I don't know. Everything he says is true, so what can he really say? I don't see him as the potential winner for the 2024 Royal Rumble. I really hope and I want it to be Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
I think a 2-time win for Cody Rhodes makes sense. And if CM Punk needs to go to WrestleMania so badly, then he can win the Elimination Chamber. You know, I feel like we're at a win-win here situation. Like whichever, if CM Punk does win the Rumble, then I feel like Cody is gonna win the Chamber. I feel like that's
and go into go into Mania as a champ, right?
who, Cody?
Cody. Yeah, I'm so out of the loop with WWE. I don't know who the champ. I mean, I think Reigns is a champ, right? I haven't watched.
No, he would not be the champ. I feel like it would just be a chamber for a title shot at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I feel like it is going to be Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. People are worried because The Rock has recently come back and teased a return. As everyone knows, because we covered it on this show, The Rock came back and was outshined by Jinder Mahal on the mic. And with dress code, Jinder looking fantastic. The Rock doing his same old shtick, his same thing he does every time he comes back. And it was no good. It was no good. And if they are going to do something between Roman and The Rock, I really hope it lands at the Royal Rumble. At Elimination Chamber. I've been seeing a lot of people say that it could because the Chamber is in Australia.
Oh.
And The Rock is apparently a big fan of Australia. And has been wanting to make like a big appearance in Australia and all this stuff. So I'm hoping that the rumors are true and that this is going to end up at the Elimination Chamber instead of WrestleMania, because we need Cody to finish the story. Finish your story. You know, we need you to do it. Get it over with. In fact, Justin, I've got a special treat for you right now because I just said his name. So that means that right now on the show, it is the Pro Wrestling Sauce Cody Rhodes Moment of the Week. And you're here for it, man. And it's brought to you.
Here.
Yeah, it's brought to you this week, okay? It's brought to you this week, presented by this photo of Jason Alexander playing GameCube. I'm not sure how this photo of this Getty image of Jason Alexander playing GameCube was able to pay to sponsor this segment, but they have done it. They have done it. And of course, the Cody Rhodes moment of the week is his win, his final win against Shinsuke Nakamura. That's right. Cody Rhodes finally beat Shinsuke in this long, drawn-out, pretty stupid feud, I would say. The graphic here, I don't know if you can see it there, Justin, but the graphic says Cody finishes his story all over Shinsuke. And, yeah, finally this is done. This is his moment. He can move on now, and we can get into the... I'm ready for the shit talk. I'm ready for the shit talk leading into WrestleMania. I'm ready for Cody. I want to see it get mixed up, and we don't know who's going to go against who. You know? I would like that because you don't really know when someone wins the Rumble if they're going to go after, because you got 2 titles now with Seth having his title.
Yeah.
But we all know where that's going to end up. That's going to end up with CM Punk, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but the only way I'm happy with that outcome is if CM Punk holds it for 5 seconds and Damian Priest cashes in his Money in the Bank. That's the only way that I'm happy with a Seth Rollins loss, because I think Seth should win if he. The only time I think Seth should lose is probably this coming Monday night against Jinder.
Oh, they're wrestling. They're wrestling this Monday.
Yeah, they're wrestling this Monday. And Jinder Mahal's been getting tons of shit and tons of flack. But not. I mean, he's always been getting flack, but from the AEW crowd, and Tony Khan's been tweeting about him not having matches or not being on TV, then all of a sudden having a title shot like it. And comparing Jinder to Hook for some reason. Like, what? Like, what is this? And then, of course, the wrestling community online just goes crazy with this. And all of a sudden, there are massive amounts of Jinder Mahal fans. And I do not understand that because we've been loving Jinder Mahal here on The Sauce for a very long time. And since his first run, we were all about it. Like, during it and everything, we were all about it. We loved it. I remember Jake invited a kid over to the house to watch wrestling with us, and I think we scared him half to death when Jinder came out because he was like, "Why?" He was like, "Why are they cheering for this guy?" But yeah, they're just popping up all over the place, and I don't quite get it. I do mean it in that, like, I would like to see Jinder win something. And I also mean it in that I'd like to see this belt that Seth Rollins has get a little seasoning on it. He's the only one that's held it since its debut, and I'd really like to see it get some lineage and, go around the waist of a few more people and really get some feuds going with it. Every feud that happens with it, it's just Seth coming out on top, and that does get a little old after a while. We've already got Roman who's been doing that for years. So
for years, for years, you already have Roman. Why why do it with Seth?
I don't know, but
what if we get like a wild card? What if we get someone completely unexpected to win the Rumble?
Oh shit, it's Vladimir Kozlov.
Yeah, someone crazy like that,
Like Gregory Helms.
I wouldn't go that far, but. I think I told you last time we talked, my favorite Royal Rumble of all time was the one Del Rio won. And because it was so unexpected. Like, no, I don't think anybody expected him to win.
Yeah, I still don't expect it when I watch it. I'm like, I'm like, what happened here?
Yeah. Nobody expected it. I remember, that was one of my favorite, probably top 5 moments of wrestling.
No one expected.
Really,
there was 40 people, and you went with him. You went with Del Rio.
And we were big Del Rio fans, and we were like, because it was just him and Orton at the last 2 before Morella popped up, but it was him and Orton, and we're like, Orton's gonna win, and then he threw Orton out, and we're like, oh shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, if you recall, that was like the time in wrestling where I was out. I was not watching.
You weren't?
No, I think I was maybe like starting to maybe watch a little bit more, but pretty much from I remember Edge retiring, that first time there, and and then I kind of phased out a little bit. Was a lot not into wrestling as much for a few years, and then I started getting back into it. I don't know. My timeline's kind of messed up, but I know that Royal Rumble was where I was like, meh. I'm not feeling wrestling. And then, like, going back and watching it now, I can see why you would pop. Like, you definitely, like, if I watched it then, I'd be like, who is this guy? I don't know who he is.
Yeah. It was so different. What do you think was lacking from wrestling at that time that made you, get away from it?
It was Cena.
Cena.
It was definitely repetitive. It was definitely which it still is.
Yeah.
But it was definitely the transition of Super Cena. I remember like trying to watch like a pay-per-view it was the Nexus.
Nexus.
Yeah, and my brother was like loving it, and I really wanted to watch it and like it for Jake's sake. He was really little, and he was loving wrestling at the time. And I was like, oh, he likes something I like. This is cool. And I remember like watching the Nexus, and John Cena just like killed all of them. And I was like, what? I was like, this is like we're back to Hulk Hogan days here, like.
Yeah. It worked when we were kids, though. You know what I mean? Like growing up, seeing Hogan kill all them guys, it was cool. You wanted to see it.
Yeah.
But now as an adult, you don't want to see it.
Now Del Rio had the belt. How many times? Do you know?
I think it was 3.
3 times. Now, what time was he holding it when Dolph Ziggler cashed in his Money in the Bank?
That was WrestleMania. That was the WrestleMania 29. Was it 28? 28. It was one in Jersey. It was the Monday after the WrestleMania where he cashed in. It was what was it, Kel?
What year is that?
It was 27, 28. I believe it was 29. It was 29.
Okay.
I can't remember what year it was, but
Well, that I know that I was watching, and I had gotten back into it pretty hardcore at that point. I was back watching. At that point, I even had a Dolph Ziggler action figure that my brother had bought me, and I put it on the wall. And I was really big into Dolph for some reason. Like when I first got back, started watching again. I loved Dolph, and when he won that world, I like Del Rio too, but only for losing to Dolph.
I remember.
But it's okay. He got his comeuppance. He kicked him in the face twice and beat him for it again. So.
Yeah. That match was great. That match really got you into it because it was it was on that Monday night, the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, and it was Ziggler. I think it was Swagger and Zeb Coulter against Del Rio, right?
Yeah.
And then Del Rio beat what's his name, Swagger, and they beat him up, right? And then Ziggler's music hit, and it was like, oh shit, he's about to lose. And then they did a couple falsies in the match, and I remember I was real excited. I was like, oh, Del Rio's gonna win. And yeah, he ended up losing, but it was so cool. I was just happy it didn't happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I would say out of all the cash-ins, Dolph Ziggler's is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite one. I know Seth did it at WrestleMania, big deal, blah, 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 blah. I don't think anybody got a bigger pop than Dolph Ziggler.
No, absolutely. You're right. I think Ziggler did.
Yeah. Let me just read some of this chat because Rob Y, he says, supposedly AJ Lee's coming back. I have no interest in that. I was a big AJ Lee fan when she was around. Probably not for her wrestling, but I was a big fan of her.
I was never big on AJ Lee.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hit or miss. I remember her with the Cena stuff. I was like, I had to go back and watch that because, of course, I wasn't into wrestling at that point.
I liked your theme song.
Oh, the light it up.
Yeah, I liked your theme song. That was it.
I mean, she could make
around that time. All the women had really good theme songs.
Now you want to make me like Punk? Put AJ Lee with him.
Yeah.
And have her do his dirty business. I'd be really into that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rob Y also says, I want to see Baron Corbin get some gold. Now let me get out of the Cody Rhodes moment of the week because the Cody Rhodes moment of the week is over. Okay, thanks everyone.
Done and over with.
It's done and over with. But yeah, Rob Y talking about Baron Corbin, and I flashed Baron on the screen there for a second. There he is again. He should definitely get some gold. He's definitely rejuvenated himself in NXT. Wouldn't you agree?
What's that?
I said Baron's.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did. I guess he has. I'm not too. Like I said, I haven't really kept up with WWE.
Oh, true, yeah. And I don't blame you. This is a show that comes on. This is a wrestling show that comes on Wednesdays, 10:15. And the reason it's at 10:15 is because AEW ends at 10, and I didn't watch AEW. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea what's going on there in AEW world.
You don't follow up with AEW?
No, I do. I keep up with it, and I watch. I pretty much watch it in clips.
Yeah.
I have to keep up with it because Jake wants to talk about it, or we got to talk about it here, and I'm kind of forced to keep up with it. It has not reached, I would say, TNA status to where it's not required.
Oh, for sure. What's your opinion on MJF?
I like MJF. I think he's getting a lot of criticism now for his babyface run, and that's well deserved. It hasn't been well done. I think it was pushed way too soon. I think it was pushed mainly for the sake of Adam Cole, and I don't much care for that. I don't really like Adam Cole at all. I mean, not as a person or anything. I don't know him, but as a wrestler, he's not my type. As you see, I was over here gushing over Jinder Mahal earlier. I don't think Adam Cole's gonna be my guy. But
No, for sure. So I got to get your opinion on that. And again, I don't really.
But I like
follow
MJF.
wrestling, but I've seen a lot of people talking crap about that. When he came back as the devil.
yeah, he came back. Yeah, and it was like, duh. Everybody was like, oh, duh. The devil storyline was super drug out. It was a cool gimmick for MJF to have at pay-per-views, not to be on TV every week, being teased like some Bray Wyatt, Kmart Bray Wyatt shit. Like, that's what it was, you know. And I'm gonna say it how it is on my show, because that's what it was. It wasn't good. MJF was the best when he was head to head with his boss. Okay, that's what was selling tickets. It was almost like Austin McMahon again, like with him and Tony really going at it over the contract and the money, and him being the best, and you know him cutting those super heel promos, and you know dropping F-bombs, and it was awesome. MJF was awesome. He really, honestly, I was watching AEW every week after that promo there for a little bit, and I've fallen off. I feel like they've got too many people kind of on their roster.
Yeah.
And it's a little too saturated and not, you know, I kind of like roster-based stuff. Like, I like to look through the roster and see what's going on. But when there's too much, it's like, okay, well, you know, it's too much. And I think that, honestly, that's kind of one of my, that was going to be one of my suggestions for XBW was, I think it'd be a good idea for, well, I don't know, maybe you guys already have like a website, but like, I think there should be some sort of like website and like some sort of roster page, man. Cause like, I'd love to like scroll a roster page and like, you know, maybe with some like information about the wrestler on it and stuff. Maybe like a little.
Yeah. No, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, like a little interview, like you know, kind of how you used to read wrestling magazines, and there'd be like a little interview with the wrestler or something like that. Like,
yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's like a little, you know, like you click on each one, and you know, you go through the XBW roster, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like that idea a lot, and you know, it's something I'm definitely going to write down and work on that.
Then I can do an XBW roster tier list.
Yeah, or like an alumni. You know what I mean? At least people that work.
Yeah, yeah, an alumni, 100%. Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like we'd have to. That'd be fun because then I could do like a XBW tier list, and you know, and of course I'd put Biggie Sanchez's Ducks at the top. No, just.
No, absolutely. That's a great idea. We're gonna see if we get that done. What other suggestions do you have?
Can't quite remember. Now, is there a home base? Is there a home base? Like
not
ring?
Not really. I mean, we try to run wherever we can right now.
Yeah.
We ran 2 shows in Jersey. Most of our other shows, like other presentations, like other sponsored matches, are in Jersey. So I would say Jersey. We're looking at running back in Virginia.
Yeah.
You know, we have a spot up north. I can't really get into it right now, but we're trying to do other states as well.
Okay,
but,
cool.
I'd say if we had a home base, I'd say Jersey.
Okay. Well, cool. Claim that coast. Like that's the area.
Absolutely.
But yeah, also but also like like all these other venues and stuff like that. I know you ran the one the private show, the one Jacob wasn't too much a big fan of, the private show. Something like that almost I feel like would be, if you kind of had something like that, like I I wouldn't even say weekly because weekly's almost too often to try to keep up with nowadays.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But if you had something monthly, I would even say like, are you thinking about going like live, like when you do these shows, like on YouTube at all?
Right now, I mean, we're playing around with the idea. I mean, I'm personally, I grew up. I grew up like in 2002. I started going to indie shows,
Yeah.
and for me, it was always such a big thing. Going to the show, and then like waiting for a little bit for the DVD or the tape to be produced.
Okay.
And, you go back and buy it. So that's what I kind of like. I was never really a big fan of streaming.
Okay.
I feel like you lose a lot of opportunities when you stream live, like the backstage promos, you know what I mean, or like the video packages. Like a lot of these indies streaming live don't really do that. You know what I mean? They just go into a match, then you see that you hold off, you see the crew setting up, and then the announcer could only talk for so long. You know what I mean? You want to hear him keep talking.
Oh yeah, true. So, I mean, hey, I know how that goes.
That's what
I have to fill air all the time, and it's not fun filling air. I can tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So that's why I was kind of staying away from it. I know everyone's doing it, and everyone's like, why ain't you guys doing it? It's something we might be doing, but as of right now, we're just sticking with like filming and, holding off a little and getting the DVDs out.
Well, the first XBW show that Josh from Pro Wrestling Sauce with Jacob and Josh attends, there will be some aspect of me being on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely. And, that's what I always encourage. I always encourage people on.
I definitely got to live stream Jake getting his ass kicked, you know?
Yeah, I always encourage people, if you guys want to live stream it. If you guys want to record and put it on YouTube, do your thing, I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
The reason I say it is because
out there are against it, but I welcome it all. I mean, if you come, you enjoy your show, you do what you got to do, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, the reason I say it is because I'd like to, I think it'd be fun to, watch it live while I'm here, like, on the show as well. Or, even if it was just, like, a full pay-per-view upload. Full show.
Oh, yeah. There's a guy online, Chow86, I think his YouTube name is. He has our whole show up there. It's cool.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that.
What was that?
I haven't seen that. I'll
send you the link. Link. And it's funny because we, after we got done the show, we came back to the house and it was already up, and we spent like all night watching the whole show. Okay,
cool. Yeah, I'll definitely. I definitely want that whole that link, that whole show.
Yeah. I'll send it your way as soon as we're done.
Yeah, because I watch most of it in clips, man, and I definitely love the whole show format. I like to be able to watch because I do watch a lot of streaming and stuff, and I guess I watch a lot of dead air. I like stuff kind of just being on, and I can walk away from it and kind of come back.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, we're talking about that. We're in talks with like streaming our shows live. We're trying to get a date WrestleMania weekend. We really want to make something happen right now, but the deathmatch stuff is such a hard sell to some buildings. And as soon as they see that what we do, they stop answering.
Yeah.
Or this that.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get a
the girls. They see Pinky out there doing their thing. Shout out to Pinky, who's awesome. But they're like, oh, you have to cover it up. You have to have your talent cover up, and it's not. We try to do stuff.
What are
different.
these venues, man? What the hell? Like, is this?
I'm sorry?
I said, what kind of venues is this? Is this like a church?
Yeah, one of them was a church. One that said that was a church.
Yeah,
but,
I know how that goes. I used to hang around with bands and back in the day, and they'd play shows at like whatever Methodist church. Somehow they were
real strict on you guys.
Yeah, they'd be real. Well, I mean, there was like teenagers outside of the show smoking cigarettes and stuff, like at a church. It was always strange to me how they allowed it, but eventually they cracked down on it. Yeah.
So did they ever stop you guys, like in the middle of the show? They're like, "No, you guys can't do this no more."
Yes, yes. I specifically remember it was this girl's birthday show. It was advertised as this girl's birthday show, and it was a hardcore show. And there was people, fight dancing and doing all that stupid shit. And the girls whose birthday it was, she got rocked. She got smacked with like a back heel kick, like to the face. Like it was just brutal, and they shut the whole thing down. They were like, "This whole thing's done." Like, I remember like an ambulance came. It was pretty chaotic.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How awkward was it?
I remember going to that Methodist church kind of often, actually. Yeah, kind of often. There's many like. It was kind of like a meetup place. Like there'd be like a show there. We also did shows in like these weird like I guess they were kind of like abandoned houses, but they still had power.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's something I'm like, I mean, in my mind, I'm always like, I really want to put on a wrestling show at like an abandoned retail store, or you know what I mean, like an abandoned Rite Aid or like abandoned Walgreens.
An abandoned Waffle House.
A real crazy death match show in the middle of a abandoned place would be awesome.
Dude, yeah, that'd be sick. An abandoned Waffle House? Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, we have all these ideas we want to get. We want to make this happen, but it's hard sometimes. But we'll make it there. We're appointing someone, structure XBRAND Wrestling. As you know.
Yeah, kind of structure it. Yeah.
You heard the rumors. It's true. I'm going to address it. It is true.
Yeah.
We are appointing an executive director of operations for XBRAND Wrestling.
Yep, William Bill McKnight.
Absolutely, Bill McKnight. We're appointing Mr. Bill McKnight. He's going to take control. I have a lot of projects in my hand. He's going to take charge, make sure things are ran right for XBRAND Wrestling.
That's good. That's good. I got his photo here on screen, of course. I famously said that he looked like a really cool art teacher. And he does.
Mr. McKnight's going to take charge, make sure
Mr. McKnight.
Right,
Oh, man.
And take us to that next level we want to be.
He's even got the Mick for like the McMahon type thing. The McKnight, Mr. McKnight. Come on. That's good. That's good. He's really got to get into it, man. I'm really hoping he, is he going to be making the matches? Is he making the matches? He's calling the shots here?
Oh, absolutely. He's going to, he's going to be doing all the backstage stuff. He's going to make sure things are right. And we're going to start off 2024 the right way,
Okay. We got a shout out to Justin from GXH End of World. I don't know who that is, but
my man Danny Flores. Shout out to Danny Flores.
All right.
Gastrointestinal hemorrhage. His band. Check him out.
What?
Intestinal hemorrhage.
God, that sounds painful.
Yeah, you got to check his stuff out. It's good. You're into all them death metal, music. You'll like his stuff.
Okay, gastro. I can't even say the word.
Gastrointestinal hemorrhage.
Intestinal.
It took me a couple times too. I used to always just say GXH.
Yeah, GXH. That's what I'm gonna go with that.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the Deathmatch News guy, Anthony. He always hooks us up too. He always plugs us all over. We have a big support team. The deathmatch community is great.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I mean, we, of course, we cover here on the Sauce the WWE and the mainstream wrestling. But I like to be open to all realms of stuff, and I am interested in all of it, and the stories is what sells me. And when there's a good story over in XBW, we are going to be covering it here on Pro Wrestling Sauce. I mean, we spent the whole show today talking to Justin Valencia, the owner of XBW, and who has appointed Bill McKnight to be calling these shots over there. So that's going to be the guy I'm going to have to talk to get Jacob and Big E's whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Unsanctioned.
Mr. McKnight's gonna make this happen.
Yeah, he'll figure out a way. You know, I'm at a roadblock here, but Mr. McKnight will definitely know what to do. For some reason, I was gonna say carpet match, but do you know what that
Like
is?
a carpet strip match.
Well, it's just where you get like the really cheap carpet, like they use at like Chuck E. Cheese or like bowling alleys, and you cover the ring with that.
Hell, we could have the match at an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese.
You know, no knee pads allowed, no elbow pads allowed. Lots of carpet burn.
We were talking about like wrestling. All wrestling is like a tree. There's all branches of it. You know, you have death match, you have lucha, you have the mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. It's so hard to cover everything.
It really is. It really is.
There's something that caught my eye. I don't know if you follow them or not, but MLW. I feel like they're on fire, man. They're the stuff they've been putting out lately.
Oh yeah, they are. They are on fire. They just signed Matt Riddle, did they not?
I seen that. Yep, he just wrestled in Philly this past weekend.
Yeah, and he looked decent for for being out for a little bit, and they kind of are on fire. I mean, that's isn't that where MJF cut his teeth right there? MLW.
I think he was in Combat Zone, and then he went somewhere else. But you might be right. I don't think it was MLW. I could be wrong.
I don't know, but yeah, they definitely been popping up on my radar a lot more often. I would say almost more than like TNA.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Which is crazy because TNA has just now been announced to come back, and they got new world titles, and but I haven't seen much of like the show. I haven't seen much like clips from the show. Do they like? Are they doing?
Yeah,
I've seen more MLW. I've seen a whole Matt Riddle match. So.
Oh yeah. No, me too.
You know.
The only thing I've seen for TNA is the new belts, like you said. I seen Tommy Dreamer has one, I believe, and I seen they signed Fandango to a new deal. It's the big thing I've seen from TNA. Well, I see popping up on my newsfeed.
Okay, XBW alumni Fandango.
Yes, XBW alumni. There you go.
Yes. Okay. Rob Y wants to know an opinion on ICW. Is that Insane Championship Wrestling?
ICW No Holds Barred. I think Rob's talking about ICW No Holds Barred. Danny DeMondo's company.
I don't know what that is, man.
You don't follow ICW?
Insane. Is that Insane Championship? What is that?
In ICW No Holds Barred. I forget what it stands for. It's DeMondo's company.
Okay. No, can't say I know. I can't say I've heard that one.
I used to follow them in the early days. They used to be, real creative. They're the guys with the chain.
Combat Zone, yeah. MJF was in Combat Zone. Rob clarified.
Yeah, he was a world champion.
Okay, Combat Zones, CZW.
Combat Zone Wrestling, MJF. That's where I met him a couple times.
Okay, yeah. I used to have I had a CZW DVD back in the day.
Which one?
I don't know. I can't. But I do remember like the cover. There was blood.
That's what they're known for.
I remember being young and also like kind of afraid to watch it. Like being like, "Oh, this is bad," and if like someone walks in on me watching this is bad. Like,
oh,
I was that young. I was like 7.
Oh wow.
7 or 8. I
It
don't.
would have been awkward if they would have came in and seen all these bloody guys and all that.
Yeah, and it was called like Hardcore something or so, I don't know. But I do have a memory of that DVD. Yeah, I almost want to say like Insane Clown Posse was on it.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
I remember them. They're still going hard, man. I seen Violent J try to moonsault like a week ago.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this. This may be breaking news for you, but I am used to be famously, I'm the number one juggalo.
Oh, are you? Whoop whoop.
No, I don't listen to ICP. I'm not a fan of their music. But long story short, there was a guy who went to my high school who was a juggalo, and he had a wrestling federation, I guess, like a backyard wrestling federation going on. And I wanted to get involved. And so I was trying to get involved. So I made a video called The Number One Juggalo. It's still available on YouTube. I call it The Number One Juggalo, and I painted my face like Peter Criss from Kiss.
Okay.
And I just kept I was just talking shit about Eminem and saying how I was the number one juggalo, and I painted a green tea bottle and wrote Fago on it or something, and it was so dumb, but it got a ton of heat.
Did you get in the league?
It got so much heat that they literally hated me. They were like,
so they didn't let you wrestle.
No.
Oh no.
No. It got way too real. I got death threats.
And it's still up online?
Yeah, you can read the things too that people said online. I'll come to your house and fuck you up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm unrecognizable in it. I'm a chubby, long-haired, 8th grade kid in it. But it's hilarious. Yeah, it's still up there. You can find it. The number one juggalo.
I'm gonna look for it.
If you can't find it, I'll send you the link.
That's great.
Well, we've been running a little long here. I appreciate you sticking out for the full hour here, man, on the show.
Oh no, Josh! Thank you for having me. Always an honor.
Yeah, man, it's good talking to you. I feel like we really kick it off in real life. And
no, for sure. You and Jake gotta come down to our next one, whenever that may be. You stream it. You have fun.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Enjoy wrestling.
Definitely.
Everything. We want to make sure anyone that comes there, that you leave your problems behind. You enjoy a good show and you have fun.
Oh yeah, and I mean that's what I do when I watch wrestling. So I'd love to escape, and especially now that we're all becoming great pals.
Absolutely.
I'd love to attend a show, especially if the dates. If you put out the poster, and I know it's a month away, I can really plan to get there. So
okay. Yeah, you'll be the first to know once we lock that day in.
Yeah, I'll be the first to know, and then maybe I can get myself on a poster. A little tiny me next to Jakob, who's gonna get his ass kicked.
Yeah. Biggie might go after you too.
Oh, I'll switch corners.
Oh yeah. No, but yeah, thank you for having me on the show. Always love talking to you guys. Always love talking wrestling.
100%, dude. We'll do it again. It doesn't always have to be this long a format, but we'll do it again. We'll get you on, and we'll definitely talk some more XBW, some more wrestling, some more food, whatever it may be.
Awesome, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We'll talk to you next time, all right?
All right, have a good night now.
All right, you too, Justin. All right, Justin Valencia of XBW. Really nice chat. We went long tonight. Had a long talk. Covered a lot of stuff. Honestly, had a great time. Talking to him about food, and I'm craving Pizza Hut breadsticks. I am. The ones from the buffet, though, specifically. They're not the same when you order them. The ones from the buffet. I hope the audio was okay for everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed the show tonight. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Rob Y, GHX, Jacob. Jacob, of course, thank you for keeping me on track and sending the Raw spoilers. I could have talked about food all night instead of wrestling, but I'm glad we got into some wrestling. And we'll be back here again next week, Wednesday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Slipper House Extra Extra YouTube channel. You can subscribe right here. Tell your friends, tell your family, slipperhouseextraextra.com. Follow Jacob at OHW_Jacob. Follow me at Joshua O'Leary. Follow the House Assembly. It's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Sundays, 9 o'clock p.m. It's me, Clams, Dirt, the House Assembly like it always is, and Local Tonight's coming soon. As always, it's still coming soon. We'll be doing the live. You're going to be getting 3 hours of content this year, buddy. This year. Thanks everybody for watching tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you again to Justin. Fantastic talk. We'll probably get maybe I'll get Bill or somebody on the show. Bill McKnight. Maybe I'll get him on soon. It was a good little filler for Jacob not being here and having to work. Justin, you really filled the void. Really good talking to you. Great conversation. We'll see everybody next week. Let me get the outro music set up, and I'll give you my final word. Okay? All right, guys. My final words of the night are Bojangles. Just that. Just Bojangles.
You are listening to Pro Wrestling Sauce, Wednesdays at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Bow round.
I'm a sauce boy.
This is quite possibly the worst wrestling podcast of all time.
Oh, wrestling sauce. Tony Khan has a major announcement.
My God! Pro Wrestling Sauce. You can't forget Baron Corbin retired Kurt Angle. Zero bar. I can't stop eating zero bars. Shane McMahon, sweaty asshole.
I'm Tony Khan's #1 fan. Wrestling sauce.
Oh, I hate him.
No stink week. No stink.